Hi there, this is Shubpreet, and I'm going to give you guys a video walkthrough of our project that we created as a part of the course required by the Federation University. So, the main purpose of the project is to create an office automation tool for a construction company named Cretec Concrete Company. So the company require us to make a tool which will make their daily activities effortless and much more efficient. So the current approach of the company is that they are using some spreadsheet based system to do their daily activities. Like they used drawings to make quotations about like project cost, and they use Excel sheets to store their client and project information. So for the team Mindbenders, the challenge was to create a tool which will integrate all those activities into a single application so that the user wouldn't have to go to different applications to perform all those activities. So in this web application that we created, it allows the users to store the client and project information in much more structured manner, and it also allowed the company to make quotations and generate quotations about project cost much more easier than it used to be as compared to the spreadsheets. It also provides some utility tools like uploading the pictures and the documents that are actually related to the project, and it also provides a timeline feature which allows them to store a very recent activity that happened into the project. So let's just move on to the walkthrough. So as you guys can see on the screen, this is the main dashboard. So in order to keep the information confidential and secure, we created a login page, so where I have given a default username and password. So the company or the user will have to log in into the system in order to get access to the web application. So ever since they click on login, they will be redirected to the main dashboard of the applications. So as you guys can see that these are all the list of the clients that we have. So uh, if you want to add more clients, we can actually just go to add client tab, and just click on this, and it will redirect to the form where we need to fill up our informations. So just click on any of the predefined values and it will automatically input the values. Once we're done with that, click on add new client and it will take us to the main dashboard again. And as you guys can see that the new client has been added already at the top of the panel. So we can perform various actions on a client. Like if you want to delete any of the client, we can just simply click on delete. It will prompt us to whether you really want to delete or if it's just like a mistake. Once you click on OK, the client will be removed from the list, and this list is actually connected to the backend database. So everything happening here is being stored and retrieved from the database directly. So once we created a client, we actually want to have some projects for the client, so we can do the same thing. Just click on add project, and once we have the add project form, just fill up what project we want. Just give any default value like new project. What is the description of the project is like mm, this is for a new building or something. Location could be any location. 16 Manuscript Drive in Darrow Hills. Yeah. And now we need to select the client. As we have a list of a few clients, I will just add it for Shubpreet. Okay, let's click on add project, and the project will be added for the Shubpreet. So but I need to figure out which Shubpreet that I added it for. Could be any of them. Not even this one. Not even this one. What's happening? Oh yeah, we had one at the top as well. Yeah, so this is what we added recently. So it's got its own project ID, its own project name, and whatever the description that we provided for it. And it's also got the client ID, like which client has been, like for which client the project has been added. And we can do the same operations on the project as well, like deleting the project, or if you want to update any information for the project, we can also do that. So it's not a building, it's a apartment or something. Yep. It's on. Just click on update, and once we go on to the client and the project, see the information has been updated for the project. So these are the two basic operations of adding and adding clients and the projects that they used to do it on the Excel sheets. So once we have a project added for a client, we can do different activities on a single project. So just click on view project, and it will list the whole information for the project and for the client itself. So these are the utility tools that I talked about in the descriptions. Like we can add the activity. So the activity is basically a timeline feature. So if you have done anything in the project and you want to add a note that I want to remember this thing in the future, just click on add event button, and whatever you want to remember in the future, just like the takeoff of takeoff for first story has been done. Click on add new event, and it will add all the events into the timeline with a designated date and time. So in future, if you want to find a details that what I did on this date, you can just go and have a reference on this specific panel. So you can keep on adding as many events as you want. Like if you want to add another one, just any random text, sample product, anything, whatever it says, slab done, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so the new event or the new title of the event has been added on this side, and the previous one has already automatically gone on the other side. So the date is being updated by itself, and yeah, you can keep on adding as many as you want. So here's the another utility tool. Like if you have pictures and documents for a specific project, it's quite obvious that you might have different drawings and different pictures for a project. You can easily upload it, and you need to just click on upload, give whatever the title you want to give to your document. Just keep the same title, takeoff, and select what document you want to store. PD ethics, submit. So the document has been uploaded successfully. If you want to view the document, just click on that, and it will load the PDF document. There we go. That's the document that we just uploaded. Let's so the picture is pretty much the same feature. The only difference is that you are not allowed to store documents into this picture section, and you're not allowed to upload pictures in the document section. So these are three basic utility tools, and the main purpose or the main tool that is this application known for is the estimation tool. So the estimation tool is basically to make an rough estimation of the cost of the project. So click on add code button, and I'll show you guys what it actually going to do is. So this is the document that has been provided by the client to us. So we were supposed to build something pretty much similar to the document. So this is one section into the document. So once we go into the tool, it will ask us to what name would you like to give to the section. Make it retaining wall footing. Okay. RETA wall footing. Once you click on OK, it will create a section with the name that you have provided on the top. And once you created a section, you are required to create different fields, different text fields with different attributes as a description. So for that, you need to click on add new attributes, and it will list all the attributes that you can add. So in here, you need to provide the description of the attribute that you want, like if you want a reinforcement or if you want a concrete. You just need to put a single alphabet value, because you don't really need to put the whole line in that. Once you put one or two names or values in there, it will redirect whatever the values has been stored into the database, and you can select one of them. And once you given the name or the description of the attribute, now you need to select the unit that you want to use for, or make it meter cube or meter square or whatever the unit you want. Keep it meter square. And now here you need to provide the rate of the item. So for example, the rate is $200 and the quantity is 4. Ever since you enter the quantity, it's automatically count the subtotal of the attribute that you provided here, and the grand total is also being counted at the bottom of the page. So you can keep on adding as many attributes as you want and keep on giving the values, just like we have into the document. Like we have different attributes, different values, quantity, rate, price, and at the end this is the subtotal. And here we got the subtotal of our document. So just add one more, and the subtotal is being counted automatically. So once we are done with one section, now just like this section, we are already done with this section. Now we want to create another section, which is ramp on ground or whatever it is. So we will just create ramp on ground here. We need to click on add new field, give a name again, click on OK, and just like we done on the above panel, we just need to perform pretty much the same operations in here as well, like giving the values, selecting the unit, and giving the rate of the item, and it's gonna count the subtotal. So the basic idea is you can add as many sections as you want, and you can also add as many attributes as you want as upon your requirement. So once we have two sections in here, the grand total will be the sum of both the sections, or the sum of both the subtotals that we have. So if you have 5 sections in here, you can get the subtotal of all the 5 sections. So that's how the tool is working. Before this, they used to do it on a PDF document, which was quite a hard task, and it used to take a lot of time, but now it's like much more efficient and easier for the company to do. So it also provides deleting feature as well. Like if you want to delete one of the field because you added it by mistake, just click on this and it will be deleted, and the values of the grand total and the subtotals will change automatically as on depending upon the values that you provided on the attribute fields. So once you are done with all the calculations and all the values, now you want to store these values as a reference, because you obviously want to use them in the future. All you can do is just click on the download button, and it's going to download the whole file as a PDF, and you can use it as a reference in the future, because you might need to use it as a reference. And it's still loading. It's a bit slow here. Okay, I think we're done with that. Yeah, so this is the PDF file that has been saved already. You guys might remember that these are the values that we provided into the input field, and it's been saved as a PDF. So that's how the tool actually works. I think I have covered most of the things. Yeah, we forgot about the search as well. So in order to search the values easily, because there will be a large list of the clients and the projects, so you can just simply give any name, any first name from the list, and it will automatically provide you whatever is matching value. So for example, you want to search for the Robin, just click on R, Robin. Yeah, here we go. It has provided us whatever is matching above here, and it's working for the project as well. You can search for the project and for the clients. And the one last thing is the calendar. So if you want to add any event to the calendar, you can also do that. Like if you want to add any reminder or something, you want to do this on 13, you want to have a meeting with the client. Click on OK, and it will be saved on 13. So you can go to the calendar and have a look that is there anything that needs to be done, or is there any upcoming event. So that's how the calendar works. So once we are done with that, you just simply click on the logout button, and there we go. Now your information is confidential again and it's secure. You will have to have a password and a username in order to log in again. So that's pretty much it. So me and my team members really worked hard, and we worked around 1 year on this specific tool, because it's quite a hectic task for us. But without my team, I wouldn't have been able to finish it on time. Yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Have a good one.